Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Becca.
And I'm Jeff.
And we're here to talk to you about food safety.
Go ahead.
Okay, cut one. He's going to describe the proper way of hand washing, and I'm going to listen.
Alright, first off, wet your hands with clean running water, either cold or hot.
Cold or hot?
Yep.
They're wet.
And after that, apply some hand soap.
Okay. How much?
Just enough, and then rub your hands together and lather them and scrub well. Back and forth.
Under the nails.
Under the nails, in between the fingers, and then keep rubbing, and if you need a timer, you can hum Happy Birthday to yourself twice. After that process, you can rinse your hands under the water and make sure you get all the soap off. And then once they're clean, once the soap is cleaned off, you can air dry, or you can use paper towels or a clean hand towel. Make sure you dry them completely.
And that is the proper hand washing. The improper way to wash your hands. Happy birthday! All clean. So today we are cooking chicken and mushrooms. So we're going to show you the proper way how to do things. So first, before we touch anything, we want to make sure these bad boys are clean. So, once again, we're going to show you the proper steps. Turn the water on. Get them cold, wet. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear someone. Alright, so first we're going to prep the chicken. And since I don't really want to touch the chicken and wash my hands again, I'm just going to slide it right out on the cutting board. Alright, step one, season the chicken. Use a little salt, some pepper. Okay, turn the oven on, or the stove on, get it heated up a little bit. Alright, so as soon as we put the chicken in the pan, we want to make sure that we wash the cutting board properly. So how you do that is you just cover it with soap, rinse it with water, and make sure you scrub it down real nice and clean, because we need it clean for the vegetables so we don't cross-contaminate. So the pan is on and the chicken is in the pan. So what we'll do now, turn the water on. And then we'll scrub the pan, or the cutting board. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Then you can dry it off with a towel. Okay, now it's all set for the next portion. And while the chicken is still cooking, we're going to start prepping the mushrooms. So the way I do it is I pull the stems out. Turn this down just a little bit. Then we'll take them over and rinse them with some cold water And the reason you want to rinse your vegetables off is because sometimes at the store or whenever they process them, they don't get all the dirt off. And so it could contain some bacteria and things. Keep going. There's a tongue.
No, not tongue.
I just flipped the chicken over.
Ow.
Yeah, I know.
Pasta all over the place.
Alright, so next I'm going to slice up the mushrooms. Maybe. Okay, since the chicken's already flipped over, we'll add the mushrooms to the pan. And then we'll put the cutting board away and ready to get washed. Alright, so finally the food is done. We have the mushrooms over here on the plate waiting for the chicken. And I'm going to tell you how the chicken needs to be done. So this is a really easy way that you can do it. It's a thermometer. You can buy it at pretty much any grocery store. And it'll tell you the temperatures of chicken, or I will. All poultry needs to be 165 degrees. So you just take the thermometer, you plug it in, or put it in the middle of the chicken, and then it'll reach the temperature of 165. So now that the chicken's complete, it's 165 degrees. Then we're just going to cut it up. And then we're just going to cut it. And then you're going to see how there's no clear inside the chicken. You don't want to see that opaque color or the pinkish color. You want to know that it's white inside, so you want to know it's done. Time to eat.
I can't wait to eat this delicious dinner. This chicken looks amazing.
How is it, Eric? Good?
Fantastic. Let's try these mushrooms. Mmm. Wish I knew how to cook like this every day.
The improper way to cook your food. Chicken. Let's get these mushrooms in here. Put them all on the plate. Here, season the chicken. Season both sides. Grab the knife, let's cut these mushrooms. Alright, now the mushrooms are prepped. We're just waiting on the chicken. Flip it.
Achoo!
Now we'll put the mushrooms in the pan. Alright, so everything's all cooked. I think it looks brown. It looks good. So I'm going to bring it on over to the plate. Oh no. Here. Let's wash it off real quick. There's the 5-second rule in effect. Get the rest of this over there. Some mushrooms. Man, this looks good. Let's cut it open and make sure. Well, here, you want to try it?
Sure. I mean, it looked good. I mean, you know how to.
I spent a lot of time making it
You
for
know how
you.
to cook. I mean, you've done this before.
This ain't my first rodeo.
I mean, oh man. I mean, I think it looks good. You know what like chicken's supposed to look like, so I guess it looks good. I mean, whatever.
Wow, I bet you that is really good.
Man, you're really good at cooking, Jeff. I can't wait to have you come over again.
Thank you.
It's kind of cold. Is that alright?
Yeah, I think so. You know,
Alright.
it looks good on the outside.
You're looking a little pale there, Eric.
I don't know. Let's try these mushrooms. Let's try this as all the way cooked.
I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to be cooked. I don't know the temperatures.
I mean, I thought you were supposed to have a thermometer.
Yeah, you are supposed to have one.
I gotta be back. Oh no.
Hi guys, so we just kind of wanted to touch base on things that Jeff did wrong when he was cooking improperly. From the beginning of the meal, the first thing he did wrong was he didn't wash his hands. Who knows what he was doing beforehand, and then he's putting his hands all over the food, which could contaminate it.
Another thing he did wrong is he cut the vegetables and the chicken on the same plate, on the same cutting board without washing it, and he even rubbed the mushrooms in the chicken raw juice. And then he just proceeded to throw the chicken in with his hands after he used the salt and pepper on it, and he didn't even wash his hands after that. And then
So why would that be a problem?
because by that time everything's contaminated anyway. You could end up getting salmonella.
Excellent.
And other things, like if you're cutting lettuce on the same board, you can end up getting E. coli and other greens from, we learned about it in class. So then we move over to cooking.
First thing he does wrong is he actually sneezed before he went to take the vegetables. He sneezed and then just picked them up and put them on the skillet, so...
And he didn't wash his hands, and then he just let the chicken sear, and what that means is you just let each side look like it's cooked. But he didn't check the middle, he didn't use the thermometer, and then he just served it on the plate, and then he served it to his poor friend, which was me, and then I eventually got sick, but food poisoning will not set in that quickly. It takes like probably around a half an hour or so.
12 to 36 hours.
Alright, 12 to 36 hours. Jeff's got it since Jeff works at a restaurant. And some of those signs will be like,
Oh, we dropped it on the floor.
oh yep, that's the biggest thing. We dropped it on the floor. I mean, 5-second rule, everyone's done it. I don't care who you are. I know people with 30-second rules. And you can't just wash the chicken off and proceed on to serve it to your friend.
It doesn't clean it.
It's not clean, and it's just, there's germs all over it. And that was your proper and improper way of cooking and washing your hands.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.